Pisces, we're going to get a love message out here for you. If anyone is DMing you, private messaging you, pretending to be me or any other reader, please report and block them. Pisces, I really want you to be safe out there, okay? I don't know the nature of this love reading yet because we're going to get the oracle messages out here together, and then we'll get some cards out here as well to see what's going on in the love department, what insight you need to know, what spirit wants you to be aware of. We're going to go there today. God, angel, spirit guides for my friend here, Pisces. What's happening in the area of love in their life? We got one out here. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What else? One more. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Anything else? I think that's it. Well, that one flipped, but flip back over. I didn't see what that was. All right, so let's just do these two. It says friendly support here. You might have people around you who are supporting you at this time. Fairies, guides, and friends give aid. Maybe for some of you, Pisces, you're not exactly sure if you can accept the support. Sometimes we don't know if we're going through something that's got us feeling a little bit raw, but there are people around you who want to support you. And then I have proposal out here. It was upside down. So for some of you, there may have been a commitment on the table and things have not been going exactly the way that you probably thought it would go or the way that you wanted it to go. It says your romance is about to evolve and level up. And then for some of you, you probably are moving into a deeper level of commitment. A proposal has been put on the table, and that's why you have friends and family around you. We'll see a little bit more about what the cards have for us to help us understand what's happening. God, angel, spirit guides, what else for Pisces? What's happening in their love life? What's around them and their energy? In the department of love, God, angel, spirit guides for Pisces. Okay, let's see here. Marriage out here. Okay, so there's a theme of proposal, marriage, wedding bells are ringing. And if it's not exactly marriage, it has something to do with a deeper connection for you, Pisces. We also have twin flame recognition here. You know this soul that mirrors your own, and you have a lot of people around you who are supporting this. So shouts out to you, Pisces, if that's something that you've been wanting, something that you've been building. You know, relationships take a lot of hard work. And so if this is something that you are inviting into your life, I'm proud of you and congratulations to you. This is a beautiful time. For others of you, maybe you're asking about marriage, you're asking about commitment, you're asking about, you know, what it might look like to take your relationship to the next level. But we're going to get some cards out here to go a little bit deeper, and then we'll get some advice if there's any advice for you to have at this time, and then we'll close, okay? God, angel, spirit guides for Pisces, please. Dominant energies. What are they working through at this time? Dominant energies for Pisces. We have friendly support here, proposal, marriage. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What do you want Pisces to pay attention to focus on? Where are you drawing our attention in the love department for Pisces? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. One more shuffle, and then we'll get rolling. Let's see here. Pisces, please. Love. Okay. That popped way over there. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have Queen of Cups here. This feels like you because it's the first one that popped out. Pisces, this is a lover's energy, okay, for sure. Many admirers, attractive, intuitive, a nurturing energy. And then we have the King of Cups out here, and it popped out upside down. It kind of bounced off my knee, and so I have it upside down for some of you. Okay, now some of you, Pisces, you're watching this, and this is a confirmation that your connection is going well. I just want to let you know that. But you know, my role in the reading space is to help you, if you would invite me to it, to help you work through the little kinks or the challenges. And so the way that these cards popped out, there definitely is a connection here. Pisces, this reminds me of you in the tarot. I know some people see it a little bit differently, but I see this as you in the tarot, but this feels like it's you showing up in this reading, though, if that makes sense. So you and the person that's on your mind and your heart might not exactly be on the same page about proposal, about marriage. Now, there is a vibe that for someone that I'm speaking to, there was a proposal on the table or the idea of marriage on the table, but something has been getting in the way of that. And so there may be a little bit of a fear about if that will still happen, if that will still roll out and be. Now, God, angel, spirit guides, why are you showing Pisces the King of Cups upside down in the love department. Tell us more about what they're working through. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. And for some of you, I think that's why there's friendly support around to kind of help you work through that change, especially if it came out of nowhere. But you and this person, you have something that is beautiful. You have something that is real, despite what you might be going through right now. And only you know, okay, Pisces, if you're going through something with someone that is just too ridiculous, okay? We want you safe out here. So if it's too much, just disregard all of this and you keep walking along and taking care of yourself. But for some of you, some of what's happening here is that you're going through something and you got to kind of work it out. You're just figuring out how to work it out for those of you that are experiencing a little bit of turbulence here. God, angel, spirit guides, why are you showing King of Cups upside down in Pisces love connection? What's happening here in the love department? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Okay, that popped out. Interesting. The weight of it all has been really challenging. Some of you are engaged, thinking about getting married, and what's been hard lately is all of the planning related to the marriage. Something about the weight of what it might mean to actually get through the wedding planning, get through all of that, and then get married. For someone in this connection, maybe for the both of you, it's really been hard on you in terms of planning that. Another reversal, Two of Cups. So there's like this splintering feeling, like a connection that is not able to reach its full potential, some type of separation, breaking up. You and this other person are on different pages. God, angel, spirit guides, why? Why are they on different pages? Tell us more about the Ten of Wands. What's getting in the way of this potentially beautiful union, God, angel, spirit guides? What's getting in the way? Help us understand for Pisces. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What's getting in the way of this connection? Okay, that popped out weird too. They just kind of keep falling out of my hands. Okay. Limitations about how it can happen. Okay. Page of Swords. Upside down. Communication that kind of feels like it's not evolving to a higher level. Maybe a little bit of petty communication. Kind of being immature about, you know, the planning of it, how the marriage is supposed to go, what that's supposed to look like, how the wedding planning should go. It just kind of feels like there's someone, and it might be the other person, Pisces, it could be you too. You know who you are, so switch around the energies the way that it makes sense. But someone in this connection is a little bit closed off to how this can happen, how the next step can happen. For some of you, it absolutely is marriage, and for some of you, it's just being in a committed relationship, living together, doing something that shows the two of you that you're committed on a different and deeper level, and it's getting in the way. Someone cannot see it. Someone is blocked off from being able to hear and see how you all can come together. So whoever's upside down in this energy, the other person, it could be another water sign person that you're dealing with. It's a lot of water. Cancer here twice, Sagittarius here, we have Gemini here, and really any air sign that kind of feels like Aquarius. And so it just kind of feels like there's someone in this connection that's a bit closed off, but I keep getting this feeling that they're hot and cold. I want to do this, never mind. Like getting cold feet kind of energy, and it's getting in the way of this connection. But you and this person, you have something, because twin flame recognition was beneath your deck. Under that card, there's healing connection here, and it says your romance will transform your life. And then under that card, dreams come true, and it says have faith, your rainbow will come smiling through. And then beneath that is soulmate, and it says you have found your romantic partner. I'll do one more. Divine timing here. Okay, I'll stop here. A serendipitous event. Okay, so I got to be real with you, Pisces. For those of you where this is your reading, there's something here that's going on, but right now it just kind of feels like not being on the same page. Some cold feet, and it's getting in the way of the flow of love. Something about the planning, thinking about the next steps. That's what's getting hard for someone to manage right now. I think someone is getting a little bit afraid about what it might really mean to be in a committed relationship, to be married, to be engaged, so on and so forth. That's what this feels like. God, angel, spirit guides for Pisces here. What is the advice? And then we'll close, okay? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Pisces here. What do you want Pisces to know, to consider, to be aware of at this time, working through this energy? What do you want Pisces to know, be aware of, be mindful of, working through this energy? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Okay. Okay. All right. Some unknown. Got to make a decision about what's happening. It feels like for someone that I'm speaking to, Pisces, there's a suspicion of a third party. Wondering if someone's lying, keeping secrets, and getting in the way of your commitment here, okay? So God, angel, spirit guides, help us understand a little bit more. I will tell you this, because of this kind of energy that's popping out in the advice, these are the things to confront in this time. For some of you, there's suspicion of a third party. There's suspicion of why this commitment's not happening. Is it because there's another person? Is it because, you know, you have another person in your energy that's wanting you? And again, Pisces, switch around the energy if someone's accusing you, you know, if that's happening with you. But it's time, it would be time to address that, right? No commitment, right? Hierophant can be upright. Faith in a connection can be upright if there's a belief that someone might be cheating or lying with some other person, and you being in the dark. That's what this feels like here. So God, angel, spirit guides, tell us more about why you are showing Pisces this in the advice. The advice would be to talk about it, and obviously to be in the Hanged Man, to be still until you absolutely know for sure that you feel safe in this connection, in this commitment. God, angel, spirit guides. So if you are the one who put a stop to moving forward because you're unsure, I'd say good for you, right? Because you're wanting to be sure that you're making the right decision. God, angel, spirit guides, tell us more. Tell us more. Why are you showing Pisces this? Okay. Okay. All right. So for some of you, Pisces, the person that you're dealing with, them not being hot and cold, it's not so much about them being with someone else. Okay, for some of you, the person that you are with or dealing with is really trying to manage work life, career life, family life, whatever, and this idea of marriage, being in a relationship. It's getting hard to juggle that. Okay. The Page of Wands popped out in reverse, so that's kind of scattered, but it's also kind of like a young energy. And so it just feels like, Pisces, for the advice, when it comes to what you're working through, you absolutely want to get to a place where you get still and you ask God, you ask your friendly supports, the ones that are really your day ones, not just anybody, not the peepers who just want to be in the business seeing what's going on. This is a time to really pull in the people that want to pray with you, that want to sit with you and understand, be curious with you, to really come up with a plan and help you activate your ability to hear and see. This is a very serious matter. That's what this feels like to me. Because it feels like for some of you, Pisces, you don't know if the person that you're dealing with is hot and cold because there's another person, or if it really is because they're just working a lot. They're busy, they're tired. I feel like for someone that I'm speaking to, Pisces, the person that you're dealing with, they're telling you like, baby, I'm just tired. I can't think about that right now. And you're thinking possibly, I think there's another person. I think there's another person in the energy. And so you have to kind of talk that through, because the way that this is showing up in the advice is that there's a lot of suspicion of that, right? And you feel like you're in the dark. You feel like you do not know. So I'm going to go one more round for advice for you. Clear advice, dominant energy for the advice for Pisces, God, angel, spirit guides. What can they do? What's the next step? God, angel, spirit guides for Pisces. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What's the next step? What's the next step to get clarity, God, angel, spirit guides? This feels like keep working on yourself. Keep working on the connection. This kind of feels like don't give up. Don't give up. God, angel, spirit guides. Pisces, unless you know that someone is betraying your trust and putting you at risk in any way, that's different. I'm not talking about that. We already know what to do with that. For those connections where it's just a fragile time, you know, relationships go through ups and downs. So if you know that that could be what's going on, an up and down moment, Wheel of Fortune. This feels like not to give up, God, Angel, Spirit, guys. Thank you for that. The 8 of Pentacles here, right? Okay, what else? God, Angel, Spirit, guys. Let's see. Advice for Pisces. Okay. This didn't quite pop out. The 10 of Cups, but keep working on your connection. Keep a cool head about this. Both of you, you and the person that you're dealing with right now, and you're going to be mad at me, Pisces. I know y'all going to come for me in the comments, but I like y'all as a couple for whoever this is I'm speaking to, because it just reminds me of, like, it makes me feel blessed to see that couples do love each other still in the world. Okay, you know if this is your reading or not. This definitely is not for everybody, but because both of you are showing up in your reading as the King and Queen of Cups and your sacred energy that you share, there's a lot of emotion. And so there has to be someone who has a cool head about this, to not make an emotional decision, okay? To not make an emotional decision, to spend time getting the details, getting the information. You know, the swords is all about logic, truth. Does it make sense? What's the evidence type of information is what the King of Swords likes. They're really, really good about that. They don't make emotional decisions, and they don't let their emotions override the bigger picture, which is the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is the bigger picture, and this is you. This is you and your true desire about what it is that you want. Don't lose touch of that. Allow yourself to put in the work. This person that you're dealing with might be really working. they really might be working late. That, you know, that's something I want to share with you, Pisces. I hope that it helps in some way. I love you, and I hope I get to see you next week. Take care. Bye.